Welcome to Faith in 5, a weekly video devotional designed to discuss practical spiritual concepts in 5 minutes or less. I'm your host, Mark Vandellen. The coffee shop around the corner from where I live has this little letterboard that sits by their serving counter. And on it, they switch out phrases every day on like different coffee-related topics or jokes. And I love frequenting there and kind of seeing what they've posted for the day. And one of my favorites from the past year was, it said, "Want to hear a joke, ... decaf." And I love just kind of seeing the creativity that comes out of it. It's been kind of a fun trend of the past couple of years where people start using letterboards around their house to do inspirational quotes or put meaningful things. This is kind of like the chalkboards of the past. A lot of people would use a chalkboard to write messages to each other and things of that nature. But with both of these, the unique part is you don't get to necessarily build a number of messages. Like you write one, and if you want to change it, you have to erase it and start over. As we plan for a new year, as we plan our futures, I think a lot of us treat our futures in that same way. We want to wipe the slate clean and start over. And sometimes understandably so, coming out of a difficult season or out of a difficult year, I understand that desire. However, I think we miss something. And the same goes with our faith. So oftentimes with Christmas, we want to come out of the Christmas season and just, unfortunately, we kind of move on. We pack everything up, we finish Christmas, and now it's a new year, and we shift the focus from a bunch of people around us and the value and the meaning and also what this Christmas story means to our faith, and we kind of pack it up for a full another year, and then we set all of our goals based on very us-centric, very me-centric goals. And we're finishing up our Christmas series and intentionally added a week. Instead of finishing at Christmas, we're adding a week so that this year we might take a really intentional look at how when we plan our future, how can we let the Christmas story, the fact that God came to earth to be with us, impact our future planning. And I bring this up because the book that we've been using through this whole series called Love Lives Here by Maria Goff, in it she talks about a chalkboard that they had in their house. And she said, our whole life, we've moved and moved and moved. We used to flip houses, so this chalkboard has made it through move after move after move. And she said, I remember some of these key phrases that we've put on our chalkboard throughout the years. But she said the one that most represented their family, the one that they wanted to show other people was welcome home. And she said it wasn't just for our family. We intentionally wanted anybody that walked through our door to feel like this was home. And she said that's the phrase that lives in our family. And there's times still where they'll look at each other and say that phrase, and they know that it means more than just, hey, I'm glad you're here. It's welcome home. We want you to experience all of the things that come with it. And a lot of people, as they plan their next year, they either pick a phrase like welcome home or a word. And so for this year, the word that has been resonating with me, the one that I'd like to invite people to consider as they plan their next year, is the word with. And it actually came out of reading the Christmas story of kind of what God was trying to communicate to us. And in Matthew 1:23, the Bible says, look, the virgin will conceive a child. She will give birth to a son, and they will call him Emmanuel, which means God is with us. And so not only did God say, I care enough about you, I love you enough that I want to come be with you, I want to live among you, and I want to show you a rich, full life. I want you to experience that. He also continues through Jesus' life to show us how to live that faith alongside with others. And so as we think about our next year, as we plan our next year, let's be careful not to just wipe the slate clean, but to take everything we know about Christmas, the elements and components of that story and what they mean to our faith, and bring God with us into the new year, and then also very intentionally plan with friends, family, people like us and people unlike us, that we would live out our faith in a way that would say, you're invited and you're welcome here. In fact, I want to do life with you. I want you to experience this life, God with us. So this week and into the new year, as you live out your faith, consider all the places that you can bring God with you and be intentional about that, and then all the people that you might be able to bring along with you as you chase your goals and have the best year ever. Thanks for watching Faith in 5. If you like what you see, please like and share. If you're interested in making a donation to our ministry, please click the link below.